So today, obviously, there was the video with Caitlin Clark and being interviewed by a Chinese YouTuber post Nike ad drop. And look, we saw it from the kind of Nike thing that Nike are pushing the Caitlin Clark is this global superstar thing. Why is none of her merch available outside America? Everything they've done, like, oh, inspiring girls in China, she's taken over the world, and all this stuff. And it's like, if you go to Nike, you see here, Caitlin Clark, okay, yeah, there's all this stuff. America. And by the way, you can't ship to Europe from Nike America. And you need to do all these crazy shippings. I kid you not. If you want to get, they've only in the last 2 months started selling Caitlin Clark normal jerseys on Nike. And if you want a Caitlin Clark, let's just say I want to get, I'm trying to think what's actually nice. By the way, this I hated the Caitlin Clark logo when it was this color. I still hate this t-shirt. But these hoodies are real nice. They're real nice. But like, I'm not going to buy one until they get, like, just on principle. Like, I'll get it eventually. Because it's going to cost the guts of €50 to ship it to here. And then €50 import. And that's if you ship to somewhere and it gets shipped to somewhere and it gets shipped. Like, it's going to cost crazy amount of import. So, as you guys can see, in the United States, it's there. In the United States, it's there. And I accidentally clicked that I was in the United States. So, I'm just going to show you guys in Ireland. If you want to buy Caitlin Clark, Nike.com. That is Nike. That was Nike.com US. And this is Nike.ie when you type in Caitlin Clark. Looks like we think you're in the United States. Nope, I am in Ireland. You can get, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what any of this is. But this is literally what comes up when you search Caitlin Clark and Nike in Ireland. The closest thing you're getting to Caitlin Clark in Ireland anyway, maybe in Europe, is, heck, if you like the logo, Emporium Dublin's pretty close. This logo here. Is that the closest? Free worldwide shipping over 300. Maybe if you're in Europe and, you want someone to maybe mistake. You want to get like a top. If you're, but if you want to get a top and make someone think maybe you're wearing something Caitlin Clark logo, because it looks kind of similar, and I think this is all men's clothes. I think that's about it. I think that might literally be it. And Robbie, if you wanna hook me up with some free stuff, I'll gladly wear Emporium and videos. But yeah, look, for me, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous seeing the whole thing, because Nike are actively going out there and being like, oh yeah, Caitlin Clark is this global superstar. And again, the closest thing you're getting to Caitlin Clark is a brand set up in Dublin that has a shop in Dublin city centre, a small shop, and the owner the brand reined in 6 threes against my team last year. That's the closest thing you're getting to Caitlin Clark's logo in Europe. You're getting anything Caitlin Clark logo in Europe. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, there's a lot of good things when it comes to the Caitlin Clark logo. Like, I actually kind of like it. I have to say, if you're in the United States, I kind of like it. Like, it's, again, not cheap by any means, but like, it's a nice hoodie. 100 quid for a hoodie is steep though. 50 quid for a black t-shirt with a logo is steep. It is steep. Can't lie, it's steep, but that's Nike. That's not on Caitlin. But at the end of the day, look, it is what it is. It is. Ooh, they sell Iowa jerseys on Nike. Did not realize that. But yeah, look, it's a good thing that the logo's there. I can't wait for the shoes, and I'm hoping the shoes come out, because they're the only Sabrina stuff and the only AJ Wilson stuff. Like, I'm gonna buy the shoes when they launch. I'm gonna buy the shoes and make a video buying the shoes. I hope they come in a cool size or in a cool color to start off, and Hopefully I'll get, it could be tough to get in Europe, it could be tough. But that being said, I'm like, we're looking at a situation where Nike are actively going like, oh yeah, this is a worldwide player. Caitlin Clark's a worldwide brand. But at the same time, you cannot get any of the stuff they're promoting. They're using our worldwide fan base to promote something you can't get worldwide. I just find it weird. I just find it really, really weird. But look, at the end of the day, maybe it's saving me a little bit of money, I guess, and it's saving me a bit of money. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one to see what's going to happen, and hopefully we see something. We see something in Europe. But it's funny, there's this thing about Caitlin Clark taking over China. I don't think you can get these in China right now. I actually don't think the whole thing is about Caitlin's Nike launch worldwide and using China as a kind of point to make. And I don't think you can actually get any Caitlin Clark gear in China. But yeah, it is a pity. It's a pity. It's what we've been seeing in the last year. And it was like last year where I was like with Caitlin Clark jerseys. Like someone sent me a whole bunch of them. And like really, really do appreciate that. Thank you again so much. Don't know if he wants me to say his name, but like he obviously knows who he is. Thank you so much. He sent me a couple of those every game's a home game t-shirts and a FIFA bucket hat. But like it's at the stage now where I'm like, because a lot of American people have kind of have wanted to send me stuff, and I'm like, at this stage, I don't think it's worth it just because of the shipping costs, and I'm hoping eventually FIFA stuff gets brought in. But like, there's a reason I was buying literally knockoff jerseys from DHgate because it was the only way I was getting certain teams' jerseys to Ireland. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to see what Nike and these brands are doing. To be fair, like, it is probably hard to get these stuff, like these type of things, to Europe, because you probably have to manufacture them in Europe because of import duty and everything. And like, I know I'm talking about it like it's easy to do, because obviously if you're importing them from America, it's going to have to cost a lot versus if you have factories and you're able to produce them there, and it's a lot more complicated than I'm making it seem. But I'm like, this is Caitlin fucking Clark. Surely they've thought this through. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.